Hey y'all, Nightmare Comics 1. I'm attempting to do this again because like lately I have not been in the best mood. Obviously, you know. Well, I mean y'all don't know that, but I'm just telling y'all like I haven't been in the best mood. I'm going through something really heavy right now, to be honest with you, and at least for me, because you know anybody that really knows me kind of knows what I'm going through. I'm not gonna go too. I'm not gonna go into it, but it's just personal issues right now. But usually when I come on here and I can tell, and if y'all hear background noise, I apologize. But usually when I come on here and just talk, what I mean, I feel better. So let's get at a try. These are my comic book reviews for this past week. Um, Wonder Woman number 12. I'm gonna start with that. I thought this was really good. I like the direction this took. Zola had her baby, and that was like the big thing. That's been like the big deal for the past 12 issues. Diana has pretty much everything she's done in this past 12 issues is to protect Zola. She finally had her baby in this, but at the end of the day, she still failed protecting the baby. I'm not gonna necessarily ruin what happened, but I kind of didn't see it coming. It kind of shocked me, to be honest with you. And the last page is that page kind of nuts. To me, this is the second best book that DC's putting out at the moment, and well, third best book. It's the third best book DC's putting out at the moment, and that's not saying much, but there's only like four good ones, or four or five consistent good ones, to be honest with you. But I can get into that later. Why my disdain with DC, but I don't want to do that this video. Uh, I recommend Wonder Woman 1 through 12, to be honest with you, because it's all kind of one arc. I mean, just the Zola arc. I mean, about the baby. I kind of think, and I don't even think it's over, because the last page, as I said, it just leaves a lot open. So who knows what's gonna happen now. Um, but yeah, this was one of the books when DC first announced the relaunch that I was not sure about getting because Brian Azzarello I like to do, but this just seemed like a weird book for him to be on. Because this is Wonder Woman. He usually writes crime noirs. You know what I mean, like kind of gritty, edgy crime stories, and this is not it at all. It's kind of weird. But still great. I mean, great stuff. All right, now we got the Green Lantern 12. I really like this book, and Jeff Johns pisses me off because he's such a talented writer. When he wants to be, he's so talented. His Superman stuff, spot on, great. All his Green Lantern shit has been great. But it seems like right now Green Lantern is the only thing he cares about because Justice League is horrible. And I've read 4 issues of Justice League, all minus the first issue, to be honest with you, which wasn't that great anyway. I thought the other 3 sucked, to be real with you. And everyone else tells me that it's still bad. So what's the deal? It's Justice League. There's so many things you can do with those characters, and it's just not good from what I hear. And Aquaman, I couldn't really get into it, obviously, but a lot of people tell me it's not bad. Some people tell me it's great, but I think a lot of those people are just kind of shocked that that they're not treating him as a joke. You know what I mean? Even though DC has really never treated Aquaman as a joke. To be honest with you, that was just mainly the media. But obviously a lot of newer readers are getting into the DCU since the relaunch. So I think that's what it is. I really think that's what it is. But I really don't like that book that much. But this is great. The last page of this, what they've been foreshadowing the entire issue, along with the last page, is kind of crazy, man. What does that even mean? Does that mean Hal Jordan's gonna die without ruining it? Obviously, I'm not gonna ruin what the last page is, but that mean he's gonna die, or what does that even mean? It's a lot. It leaves you with a lot of questions. And Sinestro was great in this issue. He's such a dick, and he's so entertaining. I mean, and the Guardians, man, like I don't know what's going on. Like I kind of think Ganthet's going. I kind of think something's gonna happen with Ganthet. He's gonna be the reason why things get set straight. Because yeah, if you, as y'all know, the Guardians did something to him, and now he's just like under their control. I mean, like he kind of just goes along with what they do, and I kind of think Ganth is going to be the turning point in this, in however this thing ends up, and this is the only Lantern book worth reading. Red Lanterns, I don't know what they're doing, man. Peter Milligan, I don't know what he's doing with that. It's not bad, but it's not nothing that I would recommend to anyone. Green Lantern Corps, ditto. Green Lantern New Guardians is terrible. That's just my opinion. It's just it doesn't know what it wants to be, and I hate that. But this is great though. This is maybe my pick of the week. That last page is wow, wowzers. All right, next we got Nightwing number 12. I'm gonna talk about this that long. It's solid. It's nothing really worth talking about, to be honest with you. The seeds are planted for something there, though. But it's not worth talking about. It's solid. I'm gonna keep reading it. The series has been great for the most part, minus a couple issues. This is okay. It's okay to good. Whatever you want to decide. All right, next we got a book that I got for free because it was attached to Wonder Woman on accident, and I wasn't even gonna get it, but I told myself that I'm not getting any of these books because I'm boycotting these books because we don't need any more Watchmen. Watchmen is a damn near perfect graphic novel. One of the top 3 ever written, I think, just my opinion. At least when it comes to superhero, well, I guess it's not a superhero story to a degree, but when it comes to capes and masks, at least top 3. That's just my opinion. Most people would agree with that. Most people honestly say it's the best, but this is before Watchmen Rorschach number 1. This is a really, really, really fun issue. I won't even lie. Like, this is something I thoroughly enjoyed, like, wholeheartedly, to be honest with you. Like, the last few pages were great. I mean, I like this. I like this a ton. And what's Rorschach's real name? I can't remember. It's been ain't it Walter Kovacs or something like that? Something Kovacs. I can't remember. But when he walks into the bar at the end, I haven't read Watchmen in like 5 years, y'all. Leave me the fuck alone before y'all comment. But I hadn't read it since way before the movie even came out. So think about that. Yeah, but this is good too. I don't really want to, because the story's not really much to report. It's just kind of generic, but it's just kind of cool seeing Rorschach be Rorschach. It's really fun. You can tell Brian Azzarello he has a love for this character. So, would I recommend this? Definitely. But am I gonna pick up two and the rest of? No, probably not, because I told you I'm boycotting this shit. I'm boycotting it. So I got a buddy. He's getting like all these or whatever. I might read them. Because he has them all to this point. So I probably read them, but I'm not buying these books. It's not happening. All right, then I don't care. I don't give a damn how good they are. Unless Alan Moore, he said, he ain't want nothing to do with them. But unless he decides out of nowhere, hey, I'm gonna write the last story or something like that, it's not gonna happen. But unless he decides that, I'm not reading any of these books. It's not happening. All right, and next we got some of the Valiant stuff. Trying to keep it in order. Well, not in order, but kind of keep each publisher separated. Harbinger number 3. First days of school are terrible, and this is probably the worst first day of school anyone's ever had. If you don't know our main character, which I can't remember his name at the moment, he kind of left his old life behind to join this task force so he can learn how to control his powers and things like that. And this is just kind of him, kind of his first day at his new academy, so he can learn how to control his gifts. They explain kind of each person in like the first issue of this. This is great stuff. It's interesting stuff. They introduce a lot of interesting characters in this, and you can tell they're going to be pretty big components to the story. It's just an interesting, start. Well, not necessarily the start, but like this is an interesting beginning of where the story is going. It's kind of like And it's kind of like if you know, it's kind of like superhero school, you know, and that's always interesting to me. Stuff like that is cool. So you know, I'm definitely into it. I mean, I want to see where it goes. Really like this book. Really like all the Valiant stuff I read. So you know, minus one series, but I ain't gonna get into it because people might kill me. A lot of people say that's blasphemy, but you know, I'm not gonna say it. Um, Next we got Bloodshot number 2. Another just like, you know, character examination type story. You know what I mean? Like Dwayne Szynski, I butchered his name, but I love that dude. You know, and this you know this is you know this is him being, you know, great like he usually is. So you know it really delves into the psyche of Bloodshot. You know what I mean, there's a sequence at the beginning where you know it's like you kind of see what he sees, but then you know it's not real. You know, it's just crazy. Like you know they wrote that really well, and the art really clicked here. The art in Bloodshot is amazing too, but like the art really clicked with that sequence, and really digging this book too. And yeah, I would wholeheartedly recommend that. Is it as good as the first one? Probably not though, but you know because the first one was amazing. But you know this is not quite amazing, but this is really good still. So yeah, y'all check that out too. All right, next we got Walking Dead 101, and after the horrific events of 100, if y'all don't know, Glenn was killed by Negan. Um, and after those horrific events, I kind of wondered what Kirkman was going to do with the characters at that point. And Maggie reacted exactly how I expected. And Carl put a gun on Maggie because she was hitting Rick in the face, and then Sophia jumped on Carl. It was just a real chaotic moment. And you know, just like Kirkman writes better than anyone, the chaotic moments of this series. Really emotional moment between Carl and Sophia, kind of telling each other sorry. You know what I mean? And who knows? Like we find out in the issue that we don't even know if that was really Negan, because the people at the hilltop have never seen him before. So you know, who knows? That might not even be Negan. That might just be some random guy that works for Negan, or maybe not even his group may not even be affiliated with Negan's group. That might be like a totally different group. You know? I mean, well, no, I think he said a couple times, you know, he's Negan, but you know, he might be lying though. You know, who knows? Um, you know, because dude say he's never seen him before. But I got a theory about Negan, but I'm not 100. You know, I think I shared it in my review issue 100. If I didn't, here's my theory real quick. I think the guy that hit Glenn is not Negan. I think Jesus is Negan, and I think he's hiding it. Yeah. Don't ask me why I think that, but it's something Kirkman would do, is it not? Thank you. Yeah, but this is great though. Last page got me excited because you know, at least we're gonna get some revenge because that motherfucker that killed Glenn, he needs to die. You know, I love Glenn. Glenn is my second favorite. He was my second favorite character. You know, he been around since issue 2, and you know that destroyed me. You know what I mean? So this dude needs to die. Simple as that. All right, next we got Saga number 6. Brian K. Vaughan adding more depth to these characters, like you know only he can. Especially Marco, just with the last page in general. I was thinking about this for both characters, to be honest with you. I was like, what are they even going? You know, are they even going to talk about, you know, this at all? And they did. And you know, the last page was just that. You know, and you know, if you don't know, in issue 5, he finally used his sword, and they found a spaceship in this one because you know they're trying to get away. Obviously, they're trying to protect the child, all that good stuff. They found a spaceship, but they had to give something up to get on the ship. So Marco broke his sword, and in the result of doing that, something happened. Now I'm not going to ruin it. This is great, y'all. This is to me this was the best issue of the series. That's just me, and that's saying a lot. You know what I mean, this may also be my pick of the week. You know, but I don't know. But I thought this was great, man. This is the series is really hitting its stride. It's been great, but like you can tell, like man, it's. The shit is getting it's getting to where it's going to be just something else. You can really tell. All right, I would recommend that. Next we got Avengers versus, well, now it's the Marvel stuff, and Avengers versus X-Men #10. I thought this was alright, but this pissed me off because this didn't need to be 12 issues. Like it bothers me because it ruined this story. It like the premise is good, as I say a bunch of times. Who doesn't want to see Avengers versus X-Men, obviously, but like the execution has been bad all over the place. I mean, all over the board. They have not. They have mismanaged the main issues of this story. The tie-ins have been better. The Secret Avengers has been better than this. I mean, and that's retarded when you think about it. Like the main book has been awful, and it shouldn't be like that at all. Like John Hickman and Jason Aaron, who's pissed me off a lot lately, and all in this book. You know what I mean? There's no excuse for this crap. I don't understand. Like even Bendis is good at stuff like this. This is not good, man. I don't know. I liked it when it first started because I liked the cheesy aspect of it. Kind of reminded me of one of them old school early 80s, late 70s comics because how cheesy it was. But like, man, this is like, this is really disappointing, y'all. Like for just like it hurts my soul that this wasn't good because I really wanted it to be. I was like really hyped about it, especially when I saw the creative team. So But yeah, I can't recommend it. It's an alright issue, but I can't recommend it. The next we got Daredevil #17, and this also might be my pick of the week. Very emotional book. Just there's a part in here that's like just oozes emotion, and like it really almost it moved me, like really almost moved me to tears. I've been crying a lot lately, but this almost moved me to tears. Also, this is great stuff, man. But just to see Matt happy like that because he got to do something that he hadn't done in ever, pretty much ever. And him and Foggy, just hearing some things about their past, and this is a standalone issue that anybody can pick up. So yes, 1,000 times yes, I recommend this. Like this is incredible. Like, oh my god. Like just the emotion in this issue for real. Like I'm telling you, like that one sequence for real almost moved me to tears. For real, I'm serious about that. A great issue, great issue. All right, then last but certainly not least, Uncanny X-Force #29. Holy Mother of God, this is amazing. Fuck it, this is my pick of the week right here. The last page. It's kind of predictable, you know what I mean? But even with that being said, still crazy. Just the premise of this, the X-Force were sent to alternate future, or a future that will happen unless they change some shit. Incredible, man. Like incredible. Like Psylocke is the star here. The main story is about her. She meets her future self. The current X-Force, they're preemptively killing people. You know what I mean? And obviously none of them believe in that. There's a great moment with Wade and future Punisher. That's all I'm gonna say. It's hilarious, like laugh out loud funny. Like I put down the book and walked away. It was so funny. I was dying laughing. And then even Age of Apocalypse, Nightcrawler, he got in and he got into the action, and he was like sending little quips and stuff. This is great, man. It's probably my pick of the week. I can't recommend it though because it's in the middle of an arc. That's the one problem with it. You can't pick it up and just read it. But like if you've been reading Uncanny X-Force, no need to stop. No need to stop. Just stay with it because Rick Remender, I salute you, dude. If it wasn't for Mark Waid, you would have the best book at Marvel because this has been great. All 29 issues, Alright, y'all, that does it for me. Thank y'all for allowing me to come and talk a little bit. I do feel a little bit better. Not much though, but a little bit. Thank y'all very much. And hopefully I'll see y'all before next week. If not, I'll definitely be here next week to review the next batch of books. So, yeah, y'all, on that note, peace.